Hi guys, it's Kaz and Harry here at Thelmere Deacon. We wanted to have a quick conversation about a topic that has been coming up a lot when we're speaking to our clients, and that's inflation. It's been all over the news recently, and as I said, we've been talking about it a lot. So we just wanted to sort of cover that.
Yeah, definitely, and just go over it in a bit more detail, because whether you are reading the news reports or whether you're having conversation about property at the moment, and not even necessarily property, inflation is something which is taking the UK by storm, and there's a lot of scaremongering going on, and me and Kaz just wanted to kind of educate people how inflation is affecting the property market and what really people can do in order to invest.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the key points when we're looking at inflation, obviously, if prices are increasing, the cost of living has increased, which isn't fun for anyone. However, when we're looking at it purely from a property investment perspective, there are actually a few indications of what's happening within property. So inflation is calculated, a lot of inflation is calculated by house prices and rental growth. So when inflation is increasing, what that does actually indicate is that property prices and rental growth is increasing a lot as well. I know you've spoken a lot about Liverpool, Manchester areas and the rental growth that's going on there.
Yeah, definitely. So what we've seen in Liverpool and Manchester is we've seen over 18% growth in the rental figures in the last 2 years alone. Now, the reason why that's relevant, and it's constantly a conversation we're having with our investors, is because at the moment, most people are being a bit, I don't want to say tight, but they're being a bit more safe with their money, okay? So they're keeping their money in the typical safe havens, which is the banks. Now, if we look at the banks at the moment, you're lucky to get 1% as an interest rate. With inflation up at 9%, as we said, you're technically losing a lot of money every year. So having such higher growth statistics, not only in capital appreciation, but also in the rental income, shows that you can actually get a return on your money rather than technically losing money every year.
Yeah, exactly that. Another point that I've heard a lot of clients say as well is, house prices have been growing so much, that's going to have to stop, or there's going to be a crash or something like that. And obviously we can't predict what's going to happen with house prices, but what we can do is look at the data. And you can see in certain areas, not everywhere, places like the city centre, Manchester, Liverpool, as you just mentioned, there's a huge amount of demand and there's a serious lack of supply. And if that's the case, growth is going to continue, and it's just the way it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the moment, and with things like COVID, etc., supply has decreased even further than it was before. So that's why we're going to continue probably seeing prices increase.
Yeah, well, the government are failing epically, aren't they, on the amount of houses they're meant to be building per year. So supply is really infinite at the moment, and the demand is increasing every year. I mean, our population is only going one way, and that's of course up. So look, if you are interested in investing in property, you want to learn more about how you can invest your money without going to a more volatile asset class like the cryptos or the stocks and shares market, then get in touch with either myself or Cousin, or we'll be happy to help.
Yeah, and even if you just want a conversation to see how it could work in the future, or different types of strategies, we're more than happy to help or have a conversation.
Perfect. Thank you.